afternoon. Here is the World News at 12 on Tungba 100.9 FM. My name is Tony Olutuyo. First, the headlines. National Human Rights Commission asks federal government to protect schools from attack. Minister says federal government working to achieve safer, more secure Nigeria. In Metro News, hoodlums attack Ogun Police checkpoint, injure one. In entertainment news, Nollywood veteran Joke Silva celebrates 40 years in the film industry. In sports news, Manny Pacquiao retires from boxing. In international news, United States judge approves extradition of ex-Peruvian President Toledo. Now, the details. The National Human Rights Commission has said that there is need to better protect education in Nigeria now that the country is recording various forms of attacks on schools and educational facilities. The Executive Secretary of the National Human Rights Commission, who said this in Abuja while speaking at a pre-event for the forthcoming international conference of Safe Schools Declaration with the theme, Making Commitment a Reality towards the Abuja Conference. Ojukwu said that the various crises being experienced in Nigeria had led to the killing and abduction of thousands of learners, teachers, and education personnel. He noted that the forthcoming conference, which will be the first of its kind, to be held in Africa and in the country and the region severely affected by attacks on education, will provide the opportunity for stakeholders to exchange ideas and come out with strategies in making safe education a reality for Nigerian children. The Commandant General of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, Ahmed Audi, has said that informants within security services and society are responsible for the increase in crimes and criminality in the society. He said this in Abuja at the Stakeholders Summit on the protection of critical national assets and infrastructure held at the National Air Force Conference Center. Audi said that the activities of these criminal elements are being strengthened not only by information within security formation, but equally those within the society. Hence, the need to engage our traditional rulers, religious, community, political and youth leaders in the process of finding a solution to these menace. He stressed the need for the security agencies to re-strategize for better protection of the national assets from assault by criminal elements. The Nigerian Minister of Interior, Mr. Rauf Aregbesola, has reassured Nigerians that the federal government of Nigeria is working hard with critical stakeholders to achieve a safer and more secured country. Aregbesola said this in Abuja while declaring open stakeholders summit of protection of national assets and infrastructure, said that the event could not have come at a better time when the nation is going through enormous security challenges. He lamented that the threats to the national assets and infrastructure continue to escalate because of the situation of insecurity in the country, adding that this administration is totally committed to rooting out every threat to the corporate existence of the nation, also round-the-clock protection of our critical national assets and infrastructure. In Metro News, suspected hoodlums have attacked police officers at a pin-down checkpoint on the Obasanjo Itele Road at Duodota local government area of Ogun State and carted away AK-47 rifle. It was gathered that a police team was led by ASP Nasiru Aziz with Inspector Labisi Lawrence and Inspector Atari Friday. He said Friday sustained injury on his head as the hoodlums also snatched his AK-47 rifle and made away with it. According to the source, the AK-47 rifle was carted away with 30 rounds of live ammunition, while the injured police officer was taken to State Hospital Ota for treatment. The police is said to be making efforts to recover the lost rifle. In the world of entertainment, Nigerian film industry veteran Ajoke Silva is celebrating 4 decades in the industry alongside her 60th birthday. The screen and stage actress recently released stunning photos on Instagram to mark the milestone. The multiple award-winning actress has featured in over 100 productions since her career kicked off from stage. Joke landed a breakout role in a starring alongside Colin Firth and Nia Long in the British-Canadian film The Secret Laughter of Women. In 2006 and 2008, the actress won the Best Actress in a Leading Role and Best Actress in a Supporting Role at the African Movie Academy Awards AMAA. She has also received multiple recognitions for her contribution to arts and culture. Silva is also one of the few veterans who made a successful transition to what has been described as the new Nollywood era. For sports news now, let's join Kemi Ojediro.
Thank you, Toyi Olutuyo, and here is the sport news on Tungba 100.9 FM. I am Kemi Ojediro. The 8th Division World Champion and Philippine Senator on Wednesday announced his retirement from the ring. Pacquiao finished his 26-year, 72-fight career with 62 wins, 8 losses, and 2 draws. He is the only boxer in history to win titles in 8 different weight losses. Pacquiao said as he hung up his boxing glove, he will thank the whole world, especially the Philippines people, for supporting Manny Pacquiao. Goodbye boxing. Manny Pacquiao also said it is difficult for him to accept his time as a boxer is over. His retirement from boxing followed a defeat to Yonis Ugas in August 21. And that's all on Sport News on Tungba 100.9 FM. My name is Kemi Ojediro. Let's get back to Toyi Olutuyo for the rest of the news. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for staying with us. You're still listening to the World News on Tungba 100.9 FM. Over now to the foreign scenes. A United States judge has approved the extradition of former Peruvian President Alejandro Toledo, who was arrested in the United States in 2019 after facing corruption charges in his home country. United States Magistrate Judge Thomas Ixin ruled that the charges against Toledo meet the standards laid out in the extradition treaty between the United States and Peru. Ixin wrote that the court has heard and considered the evidence of criminality and deems it sufficient to sustain the charges of collusion and money laundering under the provision of the extradition treaty between the United States of America and the Republic of Peru. Japan's ruling party said it is voting for a new leader who will almost certainly become the next prime minister after incumbent Yoshide Suga announced they were stepping down after just a year in the job. The 4 candidates, including 2 women, the frontrunners are Taro Kono, the United States educated vaccines minister, who is seen as something of a maverick and has previously held the positions of defense and foreign minister, and Funio Kishida, a former foreign minister and a consensus builder, saddled with a bland image. The other countries are Sanae Takaichi, an ultra-conservative former internal affairs minister, and Eiko Noda from the party's dwindling liberal wing. That's the news, but before we go, let's take another look at the highlights. We told you the National Human Rights Commission asked federal government to protect schools from attack. We also brought you news that Minister says federal government working to achieve safer, more secured Nigeria. In Metro News, hoodlums attack Ogun Police checkpoint, injure one. In entertainment news, Nollywood veteran Joke Silva celebrates 40 years in the film industry. In sports, Manny Pacquiao retires from boxing. Finally, in foreign news, United States judge approves extradition of ex-Peruvian President Toledo. Now let's consider this quote by Winston Churchill. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Follow us on all of our various social media platforms, on Facebook at Tungba FM Live, on YouTube and Radio Garden at Tungba FM 100.9 FM. And that ends the world news as edited by Olayemi Akoni. My name is Toyin Olutuyo. Thank you for listening. Good afternoon.